My my exams are coming on 25th April. My exams are on 25th April.
Oh, starting from 26th April.
Yes.
Okay, 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 okay.
So I think Aryan, all subjects now completed everything
Mm,
because
Where is your father? Where is your father?
yes.
But it's late in your school because session is in was ended at 31st March and the new session started from 1st April. So in your school, I think it is so late.
No,
Aryan,
sir.
are you here?
My also my school also opened on 1st of April, and I was talking about the exams. Exams
Okay, okay,
on
okay.
25th.
The new session exams, new class exams.
Yes, almost 20 days have.
Class test हुआ ना.
Mm,
Yes, yes. Okay, okay, it's okay. So you, your DP, I see that ISRO is in your DP. So please tell me
yes.
the full form of ISRO.
Indian Space Search Research Organization.
Good, good. And NASA, what is the full form
Mm,
of NASA?
it's, um, oh yeah, I forgot it. NASA Aeronautics. Uh, Aeronautics is not. Um, National Aeronautics and
Yes, yes, please. Full-
Space Administration.
Yes, yes. Space Administration. Yes, yes. Good, good, good. Very good. So, do you teach your younger brother?
Sometimes
Okay, okay, very good. It's very good because if you teach him, so a lot of things you learn from your teaching habit, I think.
I also have a channel.
Yes, yes, I heard about this. What is the name of your channel?
Aryan Kanti.
Aryan?
Kanti Astrophysics.
Good, good. So we find this channel on YouTube.
Okay. Uh, I my I make videos about astrophysics, ex- explaining topics like black black holes, stars, and galaxies.
Okay, okay, okay.
It is over
What?
million months or so.
Yes, yes, yes. Good, 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 good. One thing I want to ask you, Aryan,
Yes, sir.
that what is the difference between and normal?
Sir, I didn't hear you. Your voice was not clear.
Okay, I repeat between and astronomer.
Sir, your voice was still voice was not clear. I didn't hear you.
Okay, okay. Then I try to. So Aryan, and I
No, you are not audible, sir.
Yes, Vivek ji, please ask question. What's the question?
yes, I want to say to Aryan, I want to ask to Aryan that what is the difference between astrophysicist and astronaut?
And
Is there any difference between these two things?
yes, they are different. Um, um, astronaut is who goes to space, and astrophysicist is who lives in Earth and experiments on many things like chemicals, etc. And he studied
Space.
the
Yes, yes.
yes.
Okay, okay. I and what is astronomer?
Ast- the astronomer is who use telescopes to study the space.
Okay, 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 okay. Okay, okay. Very good, very good. So, Aryan, do you think about hello? Am I audible, Aryan?
Yes, you are audible now.
Yes. One thing I want to ask you that uh, in future, according to you, you say to me, Pradam Amarnath sir.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste. Namaste. Namaste.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Oh, so Aryan is here today. Oh, nice.
Yes, yes.
Oh. So what is the topic today? Any topic
Now,
special?
no, no, we only discussed general things about space science.
Oh,
I asked some questions about space to Aryan, and he answered me very mm, uh, correctly, and I think he is very good.
Yeah,
student.
it's very good. Yeah, I think he should first learn about Indian astronomical development so far. Like all our Jyotish Shastra. Jyotish Shastra is nothing but the same thing: astronomy, astronomical charts, all those our understanding. I think first he can learn from you and other scholars basic thing about Indian system. Then he also need to learn that of the Western systems, and then go to the basic physics. But first begin what is already kind of in general known. Like for example, I was surprised. I was testing. I was hoping that Aryan was and they would have joined last Friday, because I wanted to know if they all know what are the 12 months of the year in Hindu calendar. If they know what are the 12 rasis of the Hindu calendar, if they know what are the 27 उसको क्या बोलते हैं 27 जो हम लोग का है वो यूनिट एक मैं भूल रहा हूँ जिसमें वो पूरा पूरा साल का जो है 27 डिफरेंट यूनिट में उसको बांटा हुआ है. What is the unit of time in Indian system? For example, we all know what is Pearl, but what is Pearl equivalent to? What is Swas? तो इस सब का जो है व्हाट इज पल श्वास पल उसके बाद कुछ है घटी या कुछ ऐसा करके है फिर होता है. तो ऑल दोज इंडियन यूनिट्स ऑफ कैलकुलेशन ऑफ टाइम, ये सभी बेसिक जानना बहुत जरूरी है. एंड इट्स सो अनफॉर्चुनेट जो इंडिया के स्कूल में अब ये सब चीज सिखाया नहीं जाता है. दिस हैज नथिंग टू डू विथ हिंदू रिलीजन. दिस इज a kind of secular thing. We should be proud of our Indian calendar, which is older than the British calendar. I mean, ग्रेगोरियन कैलेंडर. लेकिन सेकुलरिस्टों ने इंडिया का एजुकेशन सिस्टम को इतना सत्यानाश कर दिया है कि our basic physics, these are all Indian calendar system is nothing but physics, astrophysics. उसको हिंदू नाम में लगा लगा करके उसको बदनाम किया हुआ है. So Aryan, try to learn the basic how we calculate time, because it's amazing that Western calendar uh, and Indian calendar, Western calendar तो अभी से शुरू किया है, but Indian calendar has been able to calculate Chandra Grahan and Surya Grahan and movement of all the planets for a long, long time by their own system. They never depended. Indian Jyotish doesn't depend on any Western knowledge to calculate planetary motion. They have developed indigenously all the systems long time back. Then the Western came to know about it. So we should be proud of our achievement of Indian uh, physicists. You know, they were all those rishis were nothing but physicists. They have analyzed, understood the sky, and then they calculated all these things. Uh, uh, Very interesting thing, just like the Malik ji was telling you guys other day, that Galileo, when he said in the 16th century that world is round, I mean earth is round, he was prosecuted by church, because church was up to that point strongly believing that earth is flat. So you can imagine that how was their thinking. But in India, we have known that Earth is round for a long, long time. That's why we call geography Bhugol. We knew all the 9 planets. That's why we in all the temples we do the puja of the 9 grahas. And 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 I think you have not yet asked Aryan to Malikji. Maybe he will. I just talked to him. He will come on next Friday. So be ready with your questions. I just talked to him. I was asking him if we can join also, but he's busy. And
So Amarnath sir,
huh?
maybe Malik ji feels sad after that kind of conversation.
No, it has
Dharma.
nothing to do. He doesn't have time to join every day. So what he said that he will join on Thursday's science, and then we will continue the discussion on astrophysics right now. I mean, we have barely scratched the basis of astrophysics, and we want to train people like Aryan, Apeksha, those who are, or all those girls who come, Prachi, young, and us too. We also don't know. If I ask you to, or any of us, I mean, I cannot name all the 12 Rasi myself. See how bad it is. I know all the 12 months, but I cannot tell you all the 12 Rasis. What are they? And so this is how backward we are in our knowledge. So we first have to learn the basics before all of us should be knowing about our calendar system. We cannot calculate. We are all have gone through college. I remember my father used to look at the patra, and he could tell that what is good day, bad day, when to move, when not to go. I mean, every time I was not believing in those things, but he was. He was also a pandit, like yeah, he was pandit like Pathakji. He was also a Sanskrit teacher. So I remember when I was ready to go to college, he would always look at the muhurt, and I used to laugh at it, but I would follow his instruction. But you know, they would. I think in India we still follow that system. That if you leave the out, or if you are, say, for example, you come to Darbhanga and you are ready to go back to Bombay, we follow the uh, astrological chart to see if what is a good time to leave home for the train station or airport. So, but I think we should all have a good understanding of our Indian calendar system. I mean, it's we should be proud that our calendar is older than the Gregorian calendar by 57 years. That's what Pathasji told me, told all of us in the last meeting on Friday, uh, that we have been calculating year, and it's so accurate that almost for a long time, um, like 14th of January and our Makar Sankranti matches. Similarly, our New Year, which is right now happening on 14th, it will continue to be on 14th of April for a few years. And then because of the rotation of the planets and all that, the time is little bit change. It will shift. Maybe it will go a little bit up or down, means maybe it will be April 15th or April 13th. So, I mean, even in the modern science, if you see the Western science, nobody reaches the conclusion at the top. If you like the atomic theory, you know, I mean, the first theory was who? Dalton was the first one. If you don't take the Indian scientist into picture, like Kanad was the one who actually they gave in India the concept of Anu and Parmanu and physics. I consider him one of the top Indian physicists. And then Aryabhatta and all these people were all physicists, Indian physicists. They were ancient age. They were rishi, but they were actually physicists and mathematicians. You cannot do astrophysics and all this science without mathematics. And they had very strong foundation in mathematics. So, uh, you know, we should we should uh, we should be very uh, cognizant of all this knowledge which we already have in house, and it is so accurate that any priest who knows the calculation of Jyotish in any part of India can tell you when the Chandragrahan is going to happen by looking at the chart. That cannot be done here. In this country, either you have to ask the weather department or NASA, or only few people can forecast that chart, that when is the next Chandragrahan. But India, you can go to any village priest, they can do it. So we should be proud of our cultural advancement in the ancient time. And then, of course, the new scientists like new scholars like Aryan can take it further. Like so, all right. What else? Yes, Prem. Anything else? Aryan, anything you want to talk? Well, let's listen. I think Aryan is gone now. I don't see him.
So, Amarnath sir, I just wanted
Yes,
to
sir.
know about you. You are the childhood friend. Your childhood friend, no. So, I just wanted to know about that. Chaturanand sir is your childhood friend.
Yeah, we grew up in the same village. We went to
Same
class
village.
one together. Yeah, we we come from the same village of Madhuvani,
Okay.
and yeah, and we are our village is very close to near.
Okay.
So basically, we started we both generations have been family friends in the village. You know how it is. Everybody knows everybody else, right? A small community, and so his great grandfather. I mean, basically, his family and my family have been very close all the time for 3 4 generation at least. I know, and so um, we had Anna Jana with each other family, and yes, we were friends. We started school together, and unfortunately, some of my friends who were my first grader in the Gaon, they have now passed uh, away. So sad. But interestingly, on the other hand, some of the friends who who didn't even finish the middle school, they are still there in the Gaon. And then, after taking a round of the world, around the world trip, I go back and sometimes I wonder, what did I
Right,
do?
right.
you know, like one of
Miracle.
my miracle. Yeah, one of my close friend, he manages my village properties, and so he has like 6 sons. Childhood friend again, same thing. So he has 6 sons, and he has big family, and he is in the village enjoying everything, taking
So
care of his.
Chaturanand sir have 6 sons.
Not Chatranand. I'm talking about another friend.
Okay,
Uh, I'm,
okay,
I'm talking about the third childhood friend
okay,
who didn't finish his middle school.
okay.
Okay,
So he had
so
grown up in their family business,
so he
increasing the family.
yeah, so he's in the village, and just like what happens in the village. So he has 6 sons and one daughter, and but he's fine. He's enjoying his life. He is like Mahapurush of the village. Everybody goes for panchayati to him.
Right, 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 right. Think about other.
So like he tells me, I call him because he manages my property too, that in the morning, as soon as you sunrise, the few people will come to his dalan, and then I call him that, how is the darbar going? And darbar begins in the morning, and then again in the evening, and then he's managing everything. So in the so sometimes I used to wonder, I myself wonder that, oh, um, me and Malik ji, we travel around the world, and then here we go. But then at least it's a good thing that some of the old friends are there in the village. Similarly, there was one laborer in my field, and his sons were, of course, my age. So we grew up together. We used to take care of cultivation. Like in my 70s, the pumping set was the new thing. That pump, which water pumps in villages, probably you have seen it.
Right, right, right.
So yeah, so my father got one that kind of pump. The first one came into my village, and then me and my couple of friends who were sons of the laborers who were working in my field regularly, you know, we used to run that pump, and then I was growing like a wheat. Let's see. So all that irrigation of the wheat, I used to, take care of how to bring the water from a pond to my wheat field, and how to do irrigation and all that. I have done it. So I have done few things myself in agriculture. Dhan ki kheti, I used to do all the village ways. In the morning, get up, get the john ready for the paddy field,
Okay.
and then uh, bring their breakfast to the field. uh, you know like in the, I don't know how are things now. In my time, that's how it used to be. All the people who laborers who come to work in your field, you have to give them breakfast, panpiai. That's what we used to call Pan PI. I don't know what you call it now. Probably that word had might have disappeared because things have changed so much. But it was a very stable time that everybody in 70s. I saw that laborers, they knew where they are working, so every day they would come and get the assignment from the families who were the landlords, and then they would go to the fields, and then family like my mother used to make the breakfast for 10 jon or 8 jon or 2 harba, and somebody would take it, and many times I have done it myself. I would take it, and then we'll take the water also with us, and then we go to the field, and we'll see how they are. They take a tiny break, they eat, and then go back to work, and we come back to home. So sometimes I wonder that how did I was able to manage my studies because you know uh, uh, it was not easy because I was really working like a farmer too. I have done all the chores of a farmer's boy as a teenager. Uh, go, Going to all my fields. I know all my fields in the village. Probably we have like 15, 20 bigha jameen. I know each and every of them because I have gone to each and every of them for to do the panpiai or do the dhan katni or the gehu katni or do the irrigation project myself. So I'm uh, very integrated with my village. And as I was telling you one time, I had even planted some 2 big half mango trees, and I plan to do some more. But yes, yeah. So out of my childhood friends, three became the engineer or scientist. There is a third one. He also lives in Calcutta, and he retired as a deputy manager from HEC Ranchi. So he was a one class senior to me in engineering college. He did mechanical engineering from BIT Sindri. Yes, I think so. And I did from REC. But he grew up in Calcutta, so he was not really a village boy like me. I was actually only I can claim to be the village boy. Even Malik ji used to come only in the holidays to the village because what happened is after I think when we were in the second grade, his father moved to Cuttack for the job, and then his family went to Cuttack, and he grew up actually whole time in Cuttack. And he used to come just to the village for the visits, in holidays, Durga Puja, and all that. That's when we used to meet. And and same thing with my other friend Srinath Thakur. He did study in Calcutta and high school, and then he went to the engineering college. But he used to come to village too on all occasions. And one of the things we used to do is Durga Puja. We'd all get together and we would play dramas in Durga Puja. I don't know if that tradition is anymore in the Gaon or not. Is that happening now in the Gaon or it's gone tradition? I thought that every guy used to play some drama like college students. Is it happening now? Anybody?
College drama, sir.
No, in the village Durga Puja dramas are they
Yes,
happening
yes, yes, yes.
in the
Till now
Gaon?
happening, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Till now continues,
Good,
sir.
good,
What
good.
kind?
Yeah, yeah. So I
Something
have
Mela also, Mela.
yeah Mela. I mean, like I remember that in my time in 70s we used to play drama like Sasti, Saptami, Astami, and Nomi 4 nights. We would put together. Everybody would come in the village like first day, what they call it, the Kalasthapan, and then would immediately we'll pick up a few dramas, and then we would give the role to each other, and then have a prompting and rehearsal. We used to have meeting on Petromax, under the Petromax, and we would practice the lines. It was very interesting now when I look back. So yes, I think I have no regrets. I grew up village and really had a great time in my village. That's why I'm attached. I have no attachment to any cities in India. The only place I'm attached to is really my village because I never lived in any big city for too long. So that's what happened.
Yes, sir. I also know the word Panpiai in village.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
you guys
And
also call in Betia area and Muzaffarpur Panpiai?
yes, sir. Panpiai for our Jan, na? Our
John, John.
worker
Yeah.
is like
So
Jan.
hey, so I okay. So people tell me that Muzaffarpur and Hajipur they don't speak Maithili. Is that true? How they speak? Can you tell us a little bit about few lines how they speak in that area? I'm just wondering, or it is a politics.
It's something Hindi language, sir.
No, Hindi everybody speaks. That is
Yes.
given that we have become now bilingual. But Bihar government is trying to tell. I can understand that West Champaran has become now a Bhojpuri speaking district, but like up to Sitamarhi, Sibhar, they speak Maithili. But I'm not sure about Bhojpur and Haji. I mean, sorry, Muzaffarpur and Hajipur. So I have not heard anybody from that two area how they speak. I want to see how the language of Muzaffarpur and Hajipur is different than that of Sitamarhi or Darbhanga. You see my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So it's
Say
yes,
something in the Muzaffarpur style. I want to say you about there is this Atik Ahmad terrorist episode going on right now everywhere, right?
yes, sir.
Okay, so why don't you say a few lines about him, about this current incident in the Muzaffarpur language? I know you can speak pure Maithili, you can also speak pure Bhojpuri, and you can speak the Muzaffarpur language. So I want you to speak in the Muzaffarpur language, not in the Maithili, not in the Bhojpuri.
Yes, yes, sir. In Muzaffarpur and Motihari and also West Champaran. West Champaran language is different, sir.
No, West Champaran has become now Bhojpuri speaking. I know that very well because I uh, where is
Kak,
Moti?
yes,
Uh,
sir. West Champaran
Motihari
means
is Motihari is East
Motihari.
Champaran or Motihari is West Champaran?
Motihari is East Champaran and West Champaran is like
Betia.
Betia. Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So I know that I had a Babi grandmother, you can call it. She was from Betia, and there are few families. There was a Chanpatia sugar mill. Some
Yes,
families from my village were working there, and I had my college friend from a village uh, in the in the West Champaran called Dhamora. Have you heard of village Dhamora?
yes, sir. It's a very big, very good village, Damora.
Oh, you have heard of it, huh?
Yes. Name I know, sir.
Oh,
Damora.
okay. So I the in the engineering college when we were doing in REC Srinagar in my batch there were four Maithil students. Maithil, when I mean Maithil Brahmin students, there were others also, quite a few from the North Bihar. But so we four become very close friends, and he was Prakash Jha was his name, but I have lost contact with him. So if you know anybody from Dhamora, uh, we all went to REC Srinagar. Maybe you can track him if he's still there, alive, gone. It's so sad that I have heard about some of my college friends who have died now. Yeah. So I know that Champaran speak now Bhojpuri. Unfortunately, there has been Bhojpuri onslaught from the west, and it's coming and coming. It's spreading to now heart of Mithila Darbhanga too. Uh, I was shocked. I called the other day to Darbhanga, and then on the phone it was busy. I think I was calling Darbhanga or Madhubani, and then the answer was given in Hindi, English, and Bhojpuri. You know that phone company's message that call after a few seconds and blah blah blah. I said, "Holy cow! How the Bhojpuri is spreading all over Mithila now." So it looks like very soon Bhojpuri will take over Maithili in Bihar.
Yes, sir. In West Samparan language, I like Awatani, Jatani.
Yeah. And but
Yes,
what
sir.
about Muzaffarpur? I know that. का कर
Muzaffarpur.
रहा रउआ कहाँ की खात
Yes,
बानी
yes.
कहाँ जात बानी कैसन रहल because you know my marriage happened in
I like
Motihari.
cha cha is the maximum. कहाँ जाइ
Huh?
छ, कहाँ जाइ छ, कथी करै छ is this type of language in
This is in
village areas.
Muzaffarpur. This
Yes,
type
this
of
type
language
of
in Muzaffarpur.
yes, 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 yes.
So Muzaffarpur is then completely in between the Maithili and Bhojpuri, right?
Yes,
Because
yes, sir.
so Maithili grammar is chi, och, and what you are saying is that Muzaffarpur and Vaisali area is cha, not chi, but cha. It has changed from chi to cha, right? Kaha jai cha, ki kare cha, right? Like this.
Mat means Striling pulling means
Uh,
when we talk with pulling then jai cha it's a Striling then we talk as like jai chi kahan jai chi kaki kahan jai cha
uh,
chacha this type of
okay,
means in village areas yes sir.
okay. Yeah, okay. It's still luckily still close to Maithili than more than the
Yes,
Bhojpuri. I
yes,
think Muzaffarpur and Hajipur language is as long as the Chotchechi grammar is close to Maithili,
yes,
uh,
yes.
and because that is a big battle in India because not Bihar because I don't know why Nitish Kumar is very much against Maithili all the time. I don't understand. So was the Lalu Prasad. Uh, I mean, this is ridiculous that uh, why they are attacking the language. I mean, people have choice. People automatically decide their family what is good for them. Nobody have told me what is good for me. I grew up. I learned Maithili like that in the family. Nobody teach us how to learn the basic home language. Hindi, English we all learned in school and a little bit of Sanskrit. So what is wrong? If this is happening all over the Bihar, all over the country, and we should respect all the language. I was shocked that Nitish Kumar, in Mithila region and Bhagalpur region, we celebrated just like Jur Shital as a Happy New Year, and it is same New Year in Bengal, Odisha. Like you were saying the other day, some country you mentioned that Thailand also celebrate or Bangladesh, right? So
Sir, Sri
uh,
Lanka also.
yeah, I mean Assam and all those seven sisters. They also somebody has put a map. They also celebrate. Nepal celebrates, but what you see is that Hindi heartland like Bhojpuri area, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Delhi, they all celebrate New Year some other time. I don't know when they celebrate. So we Eastern region we celebrate New Year now, 14th of April, and I don't know when they celebrate. But the question is that Nitish Kumar, being the chief minister, he did not greet even the Happy New Year to Maithili speaking people because, and then some comment I heard that said, "Oh, this is the Utsav of Nepal." That's how they ignored it. The current politicians of Bihar. So I wrote a small article on this in the Facebook that is he still the chief minister of Bihar? Is Mithila and Ang still part of Bihar or we are outside the Bihar? If we are part of the Bihar, then how come the chief minister didn't wish Happy New Year to us? Because he doesn't not celebrate New Year this time. Does it mean that we should not celebrate? And then on the other hand, I saw his picture almost every day. I see he going to the iftar party. I have never learned as a child whose word iftar and what is the other thing they call it? Seria or something, sehri, which is like eating in the evening for the party is called iftar and eating is called sehri. So this is the new word I learned over the time in Bihar as the Islamization of Bihar is happening. So Islamization of whole eastern region is happening. Bengal, Assam, Bihar, UP was already gone before, and So now the new words are coming into our dictionary, which is from the Muslim culture, and our words like panpiai will be disappearing. Jalkai. Do we call it jalkai? Still use
Yes, yes,
jalkai?
in village area, yes, sir. Jalkai.
Yeah, that's what we used to call jalkai or panpiai. Morning when we used to take to our labors for this. Yeah. So yeah. So this is how it is. What is new, Vivekji? You are quiet.
Yes, Vivek ji, you are totally silent mode. Vivek ji, Vivek ji, please say something. Prem?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. You have any means any new words in village areas? Please explain.
New word in village area. So
New,
I
No,
no,
old
not
words.
new in village area. Unique words.
unique words
Okay.
kind
So
of. I am remember one thing because right now my grandfather has died last year, month of December. So I just remember his kind of what you can say rituals or tradition. Ki there were having various faith or attachment to machan. So my house is in front of kind of road, between road. My the road is what you can say ki road is going to the Bath, right? Where
mm-hmm,
all farm is there. So
mm-hmm,
my house is in front of connectivity of three road. Three road will
mm,
connect to each other, right? So there were my grandfather used to build one machan of lakdi ka machan, right?
yeah.
So machan pe jamavra will be there. So various people is here and there, roaming here and there, coming to machan, and always sitting there. Various kind of panchayat is going on. About,
Yes.
about what is going on in village, what is new, what is bad, what is good,
I like
right?
choke. I like choke.
Right,
Yeah.
right, right. You can
Yeah.
say,
And in village area, dalan also we say that dalan.
Yeah.
yes.
Dalan
Dalan
Dalan is nowadays mainly used for task party. You will see all the
Task
people
party,
playing
right, right.
task.
Task party.
Right. So Dalan, I see that they spend 3-4 hours the same task party. कल 21 या कुछ बोलते हैं उसको, वही ना साहब बीबी
Mm.
गुलाम यही सब 4 पत्ती होता है 13 पत्ती
Right,
बांट
right,
के.
right. Akka,
Right.
Akka, Badshah, Gulam. But
Yeah. I have also played. I have also played few times. But
no, no, I
okay.
never ever played this Tash wala game because this is my perception is that Tash wala game is gambling, right?
Yeah.
So I never used to understand the game point. What is that and how I can learn.
And
So
then also now is the amka season coming in India, right?
right, right,
And
Majjar, right.
Madjar, yeah. So that was also a great time for us to spend time in our Kalambag. We have we all have our village has the common Kalambag, and
Yes, sir.
we
And
used to, yeah,
and and variety of mangoes like
yeah,
Bombay, Jarda means
yeah.
some variety is first and some variety is late.
Oh, so basically, we all students used to gather in the summertime. Like everybody would go to school or colleges, different places, but everybody had the same kalambag. So we would get together again, and then we used to do the picnic there too on the night. We'll get the goat meat going. Oh, once in a while we will get the goat meat and rice, and then we all will have fun in the evening. Oh, those were the fun time. There is one more thing I'm losing. Oh, yes, now I remember it. I have to say something about your Bombay Premji. So, we when we were in the like 11th, 12th grade, or yeah, 11th, 12th grade, I would say. Because when I was in the college, I never came in summer because in Srinagar there never used to be summer vacation, so I never attended that. I think up to 71, I attended the Kalambag parties and all that thing, summertime. So, so when we used to get together, I remember one of my friend who just he is the head of the department of philosophy now in Darbhanga. Uh, so uh, we all were like reading magazines, filmy magazines, which is very common. Like teenager students, we all do it. So in the pictures, uh, the comment is normally that, like you'll say, let's say for example, movie is let's call Pakija. So it will be like Raj Kumar, what is Meena Kumari, Avinit, right? Something like that. It's that's how the statements are. There will be some pictures and there will be word Avinit. Huh. So this professors have a philosophy who used to be. So one day we are all sitting. Oh, he said, भाई ये क्या है ये अभिनीत कौन है भाई who is, who is in all the movies ये अभिनीत कौन है did you get it
Yes, sir.
समझ में आया हम क्या कह रहे हैं अभिनीत इज अभिनीत इज ए हिंदी वर्ड उसका मतलब होता है अभिनय करना
अभिनय
So
करना, right,
basically,
right.
so it means that उस पिक्चर के हीरो और हीरोइन राजकुमार और मीना कुमारी थे. So
हाँ,
basically, it will be that Pakija was played by
right.
Rajkumar, and so it will be there will be few pictures, and it will say Rajkumar, मीना कुमारी, अभिनीत. तो उसको सवाल था क्योंकि हम लोग तो भाई मैथिली बोलते हैं घर में उसको उतना हिंदी का वर्ड सब पता नहीं था.
Yes,
तो
sir.
हम लोग तो वो बोला कि अभिनीत क्या होता है तो
Yes.
हम लोग फिर जो है सब लोग पहली बार हम लोगों ने इस पर ध्यान दिया कि भाई बात तो ये ठीक कर रहा है अभिनीत क्या होता है कौन है ये क्या है कौन एक्टर है भाई इसके बारे में हम लोग को जानते ही नहीं है. हाँ. तो,
हम्म,
तो फिर जो है कोई जब सीनियर आए वहां पर कलमबाग में फिर उन्होंने हम लोगों को बताया कि अभिनीत इज नॉट ए एक्टर.
I like Patra.
No, it means it is a translation of acting, right?
Yes.
Acting is Avinit, something like that. So
Yes.
um, इसका मतलब है कि उनके द्वारा खेला गया है या उनके द्वारा
correct,
अभिनय किया गया है. Yeah.
correct.
So I still remember that incident and I laugh once in a while when it comes to my memory.
Yes, sir. And sir, you played or no in kids' time Dolha Pati? Dolha Pati, you know?
No, that I didn't play, but I played Guli Danta,
Yes, sir.
and then
Dolha Pati is very unique, sir, because we
yeah,
played.
no, I didn't play that. Gulli Danta I played, and then this one, this Dhurkhel who you have, like just we have the Dhurkhel. What we call this one? I think we used to have 2 days celebration, if I remember. Dhurkhel was the one day.
Yes, sir.
So
Sammat. I like Sammat. Sammat.
Sambat. So the Dhurkhel day. So we used to play. We used to fight. I think we will divide ourselves in 2 groups and then we'll do the Dhela party. attack, attack each team with Dhela. Dhela. Luckily, we never wounded anybody. But now I look at back that what a stupid game it was. That so yeah, they used to call it Sikar Day. Like Sikar खेलने के लिए पहले लोग जाते थे इस दिन.
Yes,
तो
sir.
इसलिए आई डोंट नो व्हाट इज द ट्रेडिशन. तो शिकार खेलने का टाइम को मेंटेन करने के लिए उस इंस्पिरेशन को कि शिकार और लड़ाई को लिए हम लोग ढेपा पार्टी करते थे एक दूसरे को ढेला से मारते थे.
It's
And
a
Right,
of
free
right.
of
So
course,
free.
right now in my village, sir, I also remember kind of there is still tradition is going on key on that Jur evening, or maybe at a 4 o'clock, maybe there were different kind of parties from different village, and we have such a 2 and 3 village along with our village also. and opposite village also having 2 and 3 villages along with that Depa party and going to
Yeah.
be Bala Garas.
Oh my
And
gosh. Yes, 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 yes. That also I remember. So that is still
right,
going
right.
on. Which district
Going
are
on
you
in
in?
my village.
Which
Going on in my
which
village.
which district is your village? Which district?
I'm in Darbhanga district, sir.
Oh my gosh! And I am in Madhubani, and Madhubani also. I forgot about. You are right. Do we
Right,
also
right.
have this in the evening? There was a one
Correct,
river long time, river
correct,
one
correct,
time which has river has dried now. So it's
correct,
like
correct.
it has become khet. So the
Right,
few
Kate.
villages, yeah. So few villages from the other side of the river and few villages from this side of the river.
Correct,
They
correct.
would
So
they
both
would
parties
do
will
the
to meet
yes,
together, come together for
yeah,
fight. So people
yes,
is ready for their bhala garas, even though gulli danda, even though there were kind of gulli, what you can say, goli wili भी रखते थे, no?
yeah.
कनेल
And
वगैरह, ढेपा
I
चेका
remember.
हमारा पाइटी.
Right, right. I remember one time somebody got become ghayal for that, wouldn't it? Because
Yes,
of
yes,
the
yes.
bhala.
Ghayal is mandatory. You should have some participate in Ghayal. Then this war will become a glorify.
Yeah, so that's what happened. And then I also remember that from the Madhubani police, the Ghursawar would come. The police will come on the horses to control the what you call the crowd, so that they don't go out of control. Like little bit of playing was probably allowed.
Control the
Uh,
play.
yeah, control the play. Yeah, they were like umpire of the field. Oh my gosh. I thought that was a unique thing in my
And
village.
sir, sir, in south side, ox play is also running right till now. Ox,
Oh,
South area.
but, yeah. Okay, now tell me what about what Prem is saying? Is similar fight was happening also in like Betia, Champaran, and Muzaffarpur?
No, sir,
Does it?
I never seen sir this type of play.
Yeah, we used to call it Sikar or something. What do we call Prem? Sikar? Sikar,
Uh,
I think. Yeah, yeah. I think it was. Yeah, it was. I think they used to call Sikar. So what I was told that yes, they when we had
हाँ
the
शिकार
jungle,
शिकार शिकार खिलाई के लिए हाँ
right,
शिकार
right. So
but yes sir.
when we had jungle, then people used to go to find some Sikar, right, hunt something. That
Right,
was the
right.
tradition. But now jungle is gone, so what do
So
you do
शिकार is going on to each other.
now? Now Sikar is happening in the college campus, right?
Right, 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 right.
Now
Yes,
Shikar
sir.
place Shikar place has now changed. So that's so interesting.
Right,
Okay.
right. So in our village, I remember that while playing Sikar and Larai to both party na. So
Yeah.
what will happen one time? I also remember that some Neel guy, right?
Yes,
Neel guy
yes,
is
yes,
also
yes, yes.
roaming here and there.
Right, 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 right.
So all people are going to beat the Neel guy. This is kind of cigar. Cigar is coming, so grab the cigar.
Yeah, true, true. Yes, I remember that.
And
Um,
I think, sir, one is very beautiful regarding marriage, sir. Barati wale,
ah,
and second thing is our villagers people. It's a
yeah.
really very good discussion regarding. I like introduction, but it's a really very good thought.
Is it
How
happening now? Is it still happening or no?
yes, sir. Some places it's happening till now, sir.
Because now the Bharati has become crowded. Like when I was growing up, there at least in the Brahmin families and caste family, Rajput family, that Bharati would be limited. And then but now I see that whole village goes to this kind of thing. So how do you introduce the whole village to each other? Yeah.
So, sir, all villages we also go, but some unique person, 10, 12, 13, 15 or 20
Okay.
people, it's till now it's going.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So yeah, I think um,
This is very
uh,
good
that,
entertainment, sir. It's a very
yeah,
good
yeah, yeah.
entertainment, sir.
I remember that like it used to be the बाराती को पूछते थे थोड़ा बहुत सवाल सब, like हल्का फुल्का पूछताछ होता था. I have
Yes,
done it
sir.
as a teenager also to senior Baratis. सवाल वाल पूछा उन लोगों को मैरिज में जा करके.
As like winner and loser, sir.
हाँ, अच्छा अच्छा.
Bharati and
Yeah,
Sarati.
right,
Means,
right.
I like question
Eh,
answer is very,
yeah,
very, means I
अच्छा.
like two advocate discussing like
Eh,
this type.
but also I saw one thing very interesting in the Bhagalpur Vivah, Bhagalpur area Vivah, Bhagalpur Godda in that side. My bhaginas are from there, Bhagalpur. मेरी बहन की शादी है. So I went for my bhagina's Vivah in that area, and they have that when the Bharati comes, then the first लड़का का father and लड़की का ये मिलते हैं. Then second will be like लड़का का मामा और लड़का का लड़की का मामा. ऐसे ही लड़का का चाचा, लड़की का चाचा. So it is a kind of like ceremony happening.
Only,
That
only, only male, sir, or female also, sir.
No, only male in the
Okay.
Dalan. So when you come to Darwaza,
As like
then
introduction,
that
mama, mama, uncle, uncle, papa, papa, chacha,
right,
chacha. This
and
type.
then normally they would garland the counterpart. The Larki wala would garland the counterpart, not the Bharati, as a welcome, which is very. I liked it, that tradition over there, which is advanced than what we have in the North Bihar. I don't think we
Yes,
do that one. We don't. We have introduced now Barmala, where Larki does bala to the
yes, yes.
groom.
Nowadays,
Yeah,
it's a
it's a requirement, right? It has
yes,
become a
yes.
part of the requirement. But yeah, and but yeah, this one is not happening. That introduction part of that was a very good thing I saw. So yeah, there is these are the wonderful memories of the village.
And second
Uh,
thing is Bharati food. It's a 2 hours, 3 hours
oh
continue.
yeah, yeah. I mean, same thing.
Dahi,
We
rasgulla,
Yeah,
mango.
in
Doesn't
in the
matter what,
in
how
the
many types.
Motihari in my marriage, the Bharati ate for like 4 hours. In the irrigation colony, my father-in-law was executive engineer there, so we got married in that engineers colony there in Motihari, near the court. We have Gol Chakkar, you have somewhere in that area, and the Bharati kept eating, and in fact that became a story of the day later. That, oh my gosh, मधुबनी से बाराती जो आया था वो 4 घंटा खाया. They, yeah, the local people were kind of wondering. तो लगता है कि मोतिहारी में और बेतिया में बाराती थोड़ा जल्दी खा लेते हैं क्या?
बेतिया साइड में सर जल्दी हो जाते होंगे सर.
Yeah,
यस सर.
yeah. क्योंकि वो बैठ करके 4 घंटा खाना, वो लोग को आश्चर्य लग रहा था कि how can people eat sit for 4 hours?
Yes, sir.
Uh,
And variety is also different
yeah,
type.
right, right. You have to, that is
Mutton,
yeah,
mutton, sweets, mangoes,
yeah. तो ये वो
everything.
तो बाराती का खाना अभी वैसा ही चल रहा है क्या कि
Yes,
चेंज
yes.
हो गया?
No, no, sir.
Still going
Same.
on the same way?
Yes, yes, sir.
अच्छा
Yes,
अच्छा
yes, yes. Bharati having only one dish should be mandatory. It is mutton.
अच्छा अच्छा.
अरे पूछते मटन तो होना ही चाहिए.
और कुछ हो नहीं हो.
Right, right.
हाँ, very nice. So are
So
both
sir,
of you married?
are you eating mutton? Na mutton chicken?
Yes, 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 yes. Are you Prem? Are you married? And Pankaj, are you married?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Children?
Yes, sir.
Children?
I have one kids.
How old?
It's a five or six, 5 years, sir.
Okay, now time for him to get ready to come to the meetings.
It's disturbing sometimes, sir, but I.
Tell him that he should be ready. He has to run this meeting when you are absent. Take,
Second generation.
right. Take over
So-
this meeting from you. What about you, Prem? Any kids?
Yes, yes, sir. I also married, but not having kids yet.
Okay.
It's a new marriage, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 year gone.
2 years.
So
Okay.
she's studying right now in BCom last year.
Oh, okay. So you guys are delaying it. Yeah. Okay.
Is
So
Prem is modern yoga married
yes.
person, so everything is planning way.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, it's a good for right now.
Yeah.
It's a really very
No,
good.
I think it's good. Like because
Yes, sir.
I mean, when we did it, we also just wanted to have one child. I always wanted one child because I grew up in a large family, and I was taking care of my brothers and sisters who were all younger to me, like 7 siblings. I was second in line, so I had to shoulder a lot of help, and I was tired of that. So, so I had decided long time back that when we'll have child, we'll have only one child, and that's what we did. Because nowadays it's time consuming, and people just in India, they don't understand that if you cannot take good care of too many children. It's not possible to send them to the decent school, decent education, and all that.
Right, sir.
And then when they become adults, they leave parents. So if you expect that they will be taking care of you in the old age, it's not possible. So don't should nobody should count that in the old age they will be there to take care of me. I mean, I think India will have to now come up with a new system. Just like here, we have very good systems. There are senior homes where there are here houses which is dedicated only for seniors. Means one one cup in there only seniors can live, and one has to be above 55. So wife and husband and kids, they can only come for visits. They are not supposed to live there for as a regular resident. You can come and visit for a few days, but that's all it is. So there are rules and regulations for senior homes there. And then there are second level when you cannot do that one. Then you can go to the assisted home where the employees will take care of you, and everything is monitored by cameras so that your family who are like your sons and daughters and families and government, they can see in the
It's a
camera.
rented, sir. It's a rented.
Not rented. Yeah, I mean, no, senior homes you can buy just like you buy a home, but there is a restriction in the senior home that only the adult kids are allowed, and that too is only for visits. They cannot live there in
So
those
it's a
communities.
compared to normal home. It's a cheapest or it's a
It's
price
uh,
price.
it's uh, it's I would say that maybe it is slightly cheaper, because the reason it is slightly cheaper is that first thing is that it is I mean um, it restricts the population who can go there and buy there, right? One has to be 55 and older. One cup in each couple, one person has to be at least 55 and older. So that eliminates the crowd of young couples. They cannot go and buy it there. Those who are
So
trying to raise the
it's a society, sir. And like
yeah,
building.
yeah, it's not building. There are whole community. It has its own everything in that community. Only the seniors live, and there is
Okay.
everything. So homes are
As like bank colony, railway colony. It's a senior citizen colony.
calling, yes.
Yes.
So for example, I can tell you what is the difference. So one of the requirement what changes from the other area is regular homes is that the master bedroom is always on the ground floor in those houses, because in old days we have problem. So I just also went to visit one of that a couple of weeks back for ourselves, that maybe we should move to that one. And so every senior citizen home, like there are 5 6 models you can buy. It was from 5 600,000 750,000 in dollars. You can imagine how expensive they are. But that's the range of the house right now going on, even in the regular houses in this area for the middle class family. And those are the family only who can afford those places. And so all the master bedroom would be on the single floor. Master bedroom, kitchen, living area will be on the floor, and then you may have additional rooms on the second floor. But on the other hand, in the regular homes, you will see that normally kitchen and living room, or maybe one guest room will be downstairs, or library room, or whatever you call it, and the rest of the rooms will be upstairs, master bedroom and all that. So, like Parmeshwar Jha, he and I went to see that place. Parmeshwar Jha attended because now he is having problem in his knee. He cannot go up and down because right now he's living in the uh, townhouse, and townhouse is like kind of apartment house where many houses are together, uh, and uh, and so he's living, but his bedroom is upstairs. So he has now difficulties in going up and down. So he wants to change his house, and and since I'm looking to buy a house here, I have like I sold my house in other city, and now I'm looking here. So I'm kind of debating where to buy. He suggested, why don't you come and see this place also? So I went with him to see that place, and then this place has everything. So it's on swimming pool, it's on clubhouse, all kind of sports you play. Of course, every house will have a car parking and everything there inside here. Every house has the parking here. It's required that two car two car garage will be in the each house. So all those, and with all full amenities. So, but there are restrictions that only um, older people can live there. Not like anybody can go and buy like India. I don't think you have this kind of senior citizen concept yet in India, right?
Yes, sir. Here is only I like anath ashram types. Means only
Oh, oh, senior anath ashram.
yes, yes, yes.
That's very bad
So
name.
means
Yeah,
yes, bad name. But yes, sir. It's only ladies means only senior citizen living.
yeah, but it is here like this is not anath ashram because you
Yes,
pay
sir.
for it, and and uh, then when you move to the assisted house, basically uh, uh, the the we call it social security, which is just like a pension. So basically, the way it works is here there is a one sarkari pension, you can call it, and this is like when we right now all the people who work, they pay social security tax as a separate tax, and that is pretty much taken care of right now. All the retirees, the government pays one kind of a pension plan, and that is basically based on your last 35 years of the contribution, the best 35 years of your contribution. And when we turn 66, then you are eligible. You can take it at 62, but then it will get reduced. If you delay to 70, even you get more. So that is the money which is a kind of from the government is coming to everybody, and that is like, for example, my pension right now. It is like uh, pretty much you can call it like maybe
I
somewhere
like
for the
I like PF amount, sir.
uh,
I like
right.
provident fund amount
Yeah, you
because
can call it.
provident amount also provided pension.
Yeah. So it's same thing. And so what I was saying is that as long as you can move around, you can live in the senior house or any house, and then you are paying for it. But suppose in some cases where there is nobody to take care of you or you cannot move around, then you go to the assisted home. And assisted home, when you start living, then your this social security pension which I was telling you, that will pay. And if you have the money in the bank, uh, that will also be taken away gradually. And suppose if you don't have any money, then government will take care of it. That's how it works here.
But
But
it's really, sir. For some time we think that this is just opposite of our joint family, sir. Yes,
yeah,
sir.
it's so joint family is now breaking in India too, right? I mean, what can you do? This is the result of industrialization is happening. For example, my mother is 90 years old. She is living in the village. I am here. How do I go to take care of it? It's not possible. Same thing happening here. People, I mean, people are now they have been started moving around. And then also the culture in this country is that father and son families, they don't live together. So basically, as soon as as soon as the kids get married, boy or girl, or have boyfriend or girlfriend, they are expected to live separately. That's the kind of given here in the society. So you don't live together anyway. So like three generation concept living together in India doesn't work here in this country. People people look at it very that it's a backward way of living, or you can call it. I mean, that is not part of culture at all here. You will not see. And as a result, even the Indian families, Parmeshwar Jha has, for example, he has two sons. One is California, one is in Boston, and he's living in New Jersey for a long, long time. By two of them retired by themselves. He's not living with sons because they have their own life. So they don't. Everybody in this country, everybody has as a couple is your family couple. The family definition is couple and small children under 18 who are living with you, or
I
21.
like bird.
Yeah. Uh,
We, only
Actually,
when kids they need to care. After
actually,
that, no
yeah.
need to care.
Actually, you know that you said a very good thing. They use the word here very commonly that I have become now empty nested. When the kids leave the house, like after finishing high school, suppose they go to different universities in different towns, then then the family become kidsless, no kids in the family. Then they call it, say, oh, he has become empty nested. Or ladies will talk that see, so and so has become empty nested. So you said it right, just like the birds, exactly just like the birds.
Yes, sir.
All right, I think it's time now,
Yes,
right?
sir. It's a
Yes,
very
it's time for
10:20,
leave. Right.
10:30.
Yeah, okay.
It's
Yeah.
thank
Thank
you,
you so
sir,
much,
for
Amarnath, sir.
coming,
Thank you so
sir.
much, all of
Yes,
you.
sir.
All right, see you guys. Bye.
Yes,
Bye
sir.
bye,
Bye,
sir.
bye,
Thank you,
bye,
Pankaj,
bye.
sir.
Thank you.
Huh? I need to banana. Just eat little khichdi and chokha, just one bowl. You don't have more. What time? We're talking about empty nested. And you watched the videos yesterday for your. I started, like, I have not finished. Okay, then I have to finish it. Yes, I know. Okay,